Hi guys, my name's Erin. As you said, I'm a rising senior in the program, and as you can guess, I'm 17 years old. And there's a lot of really great things about being 17. You'll know once you get there. It's really awesome when you get your license and stuff. But there's one thing that I really hate about being 17. It's that I already feel old. I don't really think like I did when I was a little kid. I mean, I'm 284 days away from being an adult, and that's really weird to me. I can remember the days when building a fort with couch cushions and my imaginary best friend was the best magical day ever. But it's not really the same anymore, and I think that's true for a lot of you all. Reality has kind of kicked in, and life has given us practicality. We don't really think imaginatively anymore. The open minds that we used to have when we were kids kind of goes away as we age, but I think that you, as the future leaders of the world, need to strive to keep your creativity alive. I promise that it will lead you to success. I think that bringing your creative mind to the table is the best way for you to become better leaders. And I take that kind of from an artistic standpoint because I'm really into art. That's my thing, I guess. But that's where I get the whole idea that leadership is creative. And to prove to you my point, I made you a list of 10 reasons why you should strive to keep your creativity alive. It's basically 10 qualities of good leaders that require you to be creative. So here goes. Number 1, leaders need to be imaginative. You're not going to be a very good leader if you don't have the mental capacity of imagination. The best leaders are remembered for their imaginative ideas, such as Steve Jobs, as Mr. Thomas said, and Bill Gates in Microsoft. You can be as much of a control freak as you want to be, but people aren't going to be willing to follow you if you don't have any creative ideas or something new to bring to the table. You need to have something to offer for people to want to follow you. Number 2, leaders are willing to experiment. Now, as I said, I'm an artist, and I'm just going to draw a parallel here. Art wouldn't be something that's important to me if I had to paint the same picture every time I sat down to paint. You have to kind of experiment and try new things. You have to have wiggle room. Sometimes taking creative approaches to a problem is often your solution, so don't get caught up in routine. Number 3, leaders have to be original. Like I said, you have to have something to offer to be a good leader. Technically, you aren't really a true leader if you're recycling the ideas of other people. You have to be fresh. Good leaders are one of a kind and unique, and I know that all of you are also one of a kind and unique. And so you need to think that way and take advantage of that. Being a copier is easy, but being original is irreplaceable. Number 4, leaders need to have a positive self-image. This is something that's really important in the artistic world. When you make a painting, sometimes people don't understand what you made. They're just saying, oh, this is a piece of paper with a bunch of paint on it, but there's no picture. They might not understand your artistic viewpoint, and they'll criticize, and that can hurt. But the same goes with being a leader. Sometimes you'll make decisions that are unpopular, but you feel like you feel like that it's still the best thing for everyone else, even though they may not agree with you, and they'll criticize, and it'll still hurt. But it's important to have positive self-image because it's your rebound and your fallback for when you lose your steps. Remember that others may not see your creative vision at the start, but they will at the finish. Number 5, leaders are sensitive. They're aware of their surroundings, whether it be physical, emotional, or mental, and they're able to respond to the undertones of a situation and use their creativity to best fit the occasion. Number 6, leaders need to be expressive. You might have the best ideas ever thought up in your brain, but they are practically worthless if you don't share them with other people. Your creativity will suffer if you don't share it with others. People won't want to follow you if you lead them blind, so you have to share your ideas with those you're following. Number 7, leaders are adaptable. They're flexible, bendable, and changeable. And in order to be those 3 things, you have to use your creativity. You have to mold to your environment. You have to be quick on your feet. The best leaders are those who can respond in situations of stress and unexpected twists. Keep creativity flowing and don't be a square peg in a round hole. Number 8, leaders are often nonconformists. Don't let your creative mind be intimidated by the norm or the status quo. Conformity is not progressive, and it will never be progressive. Let your creativity flow outside the lines. You'll find that oftentimes the sweetest things in life are outside of those lines. Number 9, leaders are dreamers. Don't lose sight of your dreams. Oftentimes, they are the best expression of your creativity, and you never know, those might be the big ones that change the world. Number 10, and what I feel is the most important, leaders are individuals. Embrace the fact that you are you. No one ever can be or will be you. No one else can share your unique brand of creativity. You are an individual. So you might ask, what is this girl talking about? She just threw out a whole bunch of different topics and ideas, but I think that they all have a common strand of creativity in them. If there's one thing that I want you guys to take from what I said today, it's this. Be creative, embrace your inner child. Know that leadership doesn't fit into the lines. And I know that you all would be really capable leaders if you do. Thank you.